Hello everyone. I'm going to teach you how to use the super tracker that we're going to use. ChooseMyPlate.gov website. Since we will be creating this account, we'll use it to track our food for the next 7 days and then analyze it to see how nutrient dense our diet is. So you're going to start by going to create a profile. When you select your physical activity, if you work out regularly, you can choose based on weekly activities, and that will actually change your calorie intake based on what you're logging in your physical activity tracker. Otherwise, you can just select one of these 3 options here. Make sure when you're registering your account, please use your school username and password so that you don't forget your password, and then click submit. Put your email in. It's way easier if you forget your account so that you can have your password emailed to you. Just use your school email address. If you already have an account from health class forever ago, for some of you, you can still log in, and if you say forgot my username, then it'll email that to you. Or you can always use your personal Gmail account or email account, and then just make sure that you record your password so that you don't forget how to get in. And then click login. I've already created an account. We'll be using mainly these 2 tools here, the food tracker and the physical activity tracker. So click on the food tracker and you can search here up in this corner. You can change the date. So let's start with yesterday's date, which is the 9th. And you'll record all the food that you wrote down that you ate yesterday, since the food log was supposed to start on Monday. And then we will move, this will tell you your target allowance for physical activity, and then for calorie intake, the amount you've eaten so far. I've already logged a couple of things on here so far. Let's say that I'm going to have, though, my lunch, or let's say mid-morning snack. Let's say I had some grapes for my snack, and I chose, obviously, raw grapes. Put that in my snack, and it gives you the option to change your portion size. This is a big one. Make sure that you're trying to be as close to what you ate as possible. So I'll say about a cup and a quarter, and then I have it selected for snacks, and then click add. If you have, let's say, a shake, it's like a specific type of a protein shake, then you can, obviously there's no protein shakes on here, so I'm going to select this one, and then you open up a new tab and look up the protein shake or whatever type of a shake that you typically eat, and find the nutrition facts for that, and then you can click on this link that says customize. And what that will do is it gives you the option then to identify the food that you're eating, name it correctly, and then you can change the nutrient information on here based on what it says online. You don't have to go through every single thing on here, but just look the main components unless it's something specific for your diet. So, for example, if you are lactose intolerant and you have a supplement that you eat that has a lot of calcium, you can add that in there so that you can get credit for the amount of calcium that you're eating. You can change the serving amount and whatnot, so that'll make it easier for you there. I would like you to also make sure that you click, when you're done logging your food for yesterday and then whatever you've eaten so far today, click on the My Favorite Food list, and you can start searching in foods that you typically eat, and then save it as favorite food. And what that does is it makes it way easier for you to log your food on a daily basis, knowing that you can just click off of what you typically eat. You can also create a combo. So let's say that I typically have for a snack Greek yogurt. Let's see here, plain, and let's see here, 1 6-ounce container sounds fine. I'm gonna add that, and I add blueberries, raw. Click go, and I have probably about a half cup of blueberries. I typically eat the frozen ones, so I'll say add that. And then I'm going to call it, oh, maybe I'll have some granola on top too. some homemade granola, why not? And add, let's say, about a half a cup as well. I add that to my list. So now I can call this, I'm going to give it a name. Oops. Blueberry yogurt, and I'll say safe combo. So the great thing is now whenever I eat this combo, if I go to my favorite food list, it's already there and I don't have to look up everything specifically. So if I go to my food tracker and then I want to add a food from my favorite food list, I can just click on this tab right here and select an item from there. And I would add that for, let's say I had that for lunch. And I had only one combo, I'll click add, and then I'll add all the information to my lunch automatically, which is great. You can see over here we'll change my daily food group targets. Down here tells you your total daily limit, how many calories I'm allotted. It tells me how many of those are added sugars, how many of them are saturated fats and sodium. These are areas you want to watch and limit. And so that's your goal for today, is to log yesterday's food, which is Monday's date, what you've eaten so far today on Tuesday, and then go to your my favorite food list and create any combos or favorite foods to make it way faster and easier. So just foods that you typically eat on a daily basis, whether it's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or a certain type of a breakfast. The other really great tool that they have here is called My Recipes, and this is cool because you can actually put in the ingredients that you would use from a favorite recipe that you have at home. So if you typically eat homemade pizza or you made things that are specific to your diet plan, number of portions that it typically makes, and then you can name your recipe. And then you can write down, when you go to log your food, how many portions you've had of it. So if I made a homemade pizza with my family, I would put all the ingredients in here and then say it had 8 servings. So I set up 8 different ways, and I had maybe 1 or 2 slices. I could log that on my food logs, and it would figure out how much nutrients I got from that. So that's really an excellent tool. You have all today to work on this. When you're done with that, also add any types of physical activity that you're doing as well. If you can't find it, you can look for it under try different types of names, and especially dance. I think dance is a difficult one for those people who are, video game. I think there's like specific names you have to. I can help you out when I get back tomorrow, but try typing in words like ballet or tap or other types of dance activities, and then add that to your daily physical activity link tracker. You can also add things to a favorite activity list. So if you know of something specific that you do, you can actually add in the intensity, the durations, and that will allow you to make it more specific to you. So hopefully this makes sense to you and what we're doing this week. By the end of the week, we will go through the food tracker and create some reports, and we'll figure out where all of our nutrients is coming from and where we're lacking and where we're doing really well. So hopefully this tutorial is helpful to you. I'll see you when I get back to class.